Let's see what we got. Okay, I just got a notification. All right, looks like we're live.
Awesome, awesome.
All right, now we're back
Okay, I
in.
just
There
got
we
a
go.
notification.
All right, looks like we're live. All right, go ahead. You just got to start over now, John.
Well, I'll tell you what, the people.
Yep, it's all right. Everybody's getting
Hey,
good to go.
hey. As soon as I said the people, look who showed up. Three of them. Bam. What's up, Gigi? Hello, 504. Welcome back. And Barry Johnson, thank you. Okay, so this is the official. Wait a minute, Jeff. You just hold on back there.
Gotcha.
Welcome to the official celebration for the 2000 subs milestone. I'm happy, but I'm humbled because it's just like, whoa. There's so many people that work so much harder than I do, I think, and have been working so much longer than I've been working. And I'm just grateful to be a part of the 2000 Club. So I've got some guests scheduled to come on tonight. I'm excited about that. Um, and I don't know who question mark is, but thank you. Thank you. Welcome back, Buzz. Okay, Tech King Mike, what's going on, my guy? Thank you for coming through and thank you for that. Congratulations. So, just FYI, thank you for coming again. And super chats are open. That is one of the perks of being monetized. That was the first major milestone I hit, and I'm just thankful for that. So, I can keep the channel going. Because as you know, buying your own gadgets and all this stuff gets expensive. But we got to do what we got to do. And certainly to get started, that's what I did. And that's what we all do. So, Leah Carr, welcome. That's right, on the 2020. On the 2020. So, I'm going to bring my first attendee back on, which is El Jefe Reviews. And when he comes on, please understand that I binge watched YouTube for an entire year because I was in the market for headphones and earbuds. And of course, Flossie Carter, YouTube showed me Floss's channel.
Oh, of course.
And, uh-oh, we got another person in the building. But wait, they're in the green room.
All
I'm
right.
going to bring them out. And, I'm really excited now. So I binge watched YouTube for a year. And I found a couple of channels, Flossie Carter, Travis McPee, and El Jefe Reviews. And they made me spend some money. But I was satisfied. But I also had bought all this photography equipment, right, Jeff? And I was like, whoa, I'm gonna revamp my photography career. I'm gonna take some good pictures. And it never happened. The clients weren't coming to me. It was pathetic. And I said, okay, I'm gonna do YouTube. And watching you guys just made me say, you know what, I can do this. And I did it. And here I am. And here we are streaming together.
Yep.
Both my mentors.
Hey.
Boom. What's up, Travis?
What's good? What's good? How goes?
It goes well. Thank you for coming. I gotta say something to 504. Thank you for the 504. I appreciate you as always. Much love. I don't have the little dance and everything yet, but just bear with me. Bear with me. I don't drink while I live stream, so that could be a factor too. Travis McPee, what is going on?
What's going down? What's going down? I see everyone in the building doing it big for Miss Joan, who's done a lot of things very quickly. She did it. She ain't second guess herself. I mean, we all second guess ourselves. Let's be honest for a second. We all second guess ourselves. But a lot of people second guess themselves and they quit. And then they quit right before the finish line. They never know. You never know.
Yeah, you never know. You never know. And I want to thank you. You know what, Travis? You're probably one of the most, both of you are some of the most positive creators that I know. And the encouragement and the you can do it attitudes that you have when smaller creators reach out to you and look up to you, that helps a lot. Because some people don't want to help. Some people have a mentality that helping you is going to take money out of their pocket. It's going to take views from their stats. And you guys aren't like that at all. And I know if I am just touched and I grow because of you, I can't imagine how many other creators out there can say the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, I can, I got to give it to Jeff too, because when I I'd been kind of doing the grind by myself for quite a long time. And then Jeff already was kind of part of a community. He kind of invited me into the community, and that was and then I'm like, well, look, if that's what it is, and that's what it's always going to be, and that's how I'm going to be with people too, because everyone's just trying to do their own thing, and it's not hurting me. I mean, heck, sometimes I learn things from helping people, and nothing wrong with that.
Oh yeah. No, there's so much to be had out there, because we even can learn stuff from newer creators that are figuring stuff out. You know what I mean? But I tried to go it alone for a long time, and I literally got nowhere.
That's right.
And once I started linking up with people and started learning from them and what they're doing and what works for them and what doesn't, and just really join a community of people who actually want to grow together and like help each other out, not in a sense of people doing that sub for sub nonsense, but to actually share the back end stuff, to share the analytical stuff, to share the techniques and stuff, to really try to boost yourself up. There's room for everybody. There's room for everybody out here. That's why I'm not mad at anybody. I don't look at anybody as competition or any of that stuff, because it's we're all out here to do our own thing and run our own race. So I'm happy to be a part of this. I'm happy to be a part of Joan coming up, because I remember that day when I shared Joan's stuff, and I don't know if it was me that brought it to Travis or Travis brought it to me, and then we shared it with John Prosser, and like we had it. I was just shocked because I couldn't believe that you had the voice, you knew what you were talking about, the video was on point, and I couldn't believe how low your subscriber number was.
Yeah, so, I mean, yeah.
Well, interesting. While I'm going to bring our next additional host on to because he just he's all letting the cat out of the bag. I wanted it to be a surprise.
Oops. My bad. What's up, everybody? Hey, Joe.
What's going on, Tanner? What's going on? Man. Okay, so back to this story first before we move on to the Tanner contribution to the channel. You know what, Jeff? You couldn't understand why I had so little subscribers, but you guys shared that video at the end of May. Mm-hmm. I uploaded my first review at the end of April.
Nice. And
so I already had a background in photography. I already kind of knew my way around with lighting and audio because I messed around with a podcast, before. And so that video is still running. It's up at like 65,000 views now. And that's the one video I didn't put any branding in. I didn't say subscribe. It was just like boom, but it really grew. And it accounts for a large number of subscribers that I have gotten. Thank you guys. It has accounted for a lot of the views. And that's why I got to, what was it? 4,000. I got to 4,000 views way before I got the sub count. Or it might've been vice versa. It was vice versa, but that really pushed me forward a lot quicker. So thank you.
Yeah.
Tanner so lit is the person. But first of all, welcome to the chat. Let's get you caught up. How's your day been? Repping the Bulls.
Yes. I love red. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Day's been pretty legendary and busy as I don't know what, man.
Well, I want to tell everybody that Tanner is the person in the end of October when I went through my big thumbnail overhaul. He kind of reached out to me and said, "Hey, your channel tags. I was all about video tagging, but your channel tags, you need to really just ramp them up." And I could show you the chart, the graphic where the views took a dip that very next day, and I'm like, "Oh my God, what's happening? Oh my God!" And then ever since then, and I just thank you. I just really love this community because it's like everybody is for everybody.
All praises, no problem. Because Adrian taught me pretty much how to optimize my channel like that. And when I see somebody that's cool with me like that, you don't even have to ask me. I'm gonna go ahead and offer it for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because I see you trying to help yourself and everything. And something that simple like that can really change your channel overnight, as you saw.
Yes, and I thank you. Thank everybody. Make sure your channel tags are intact. It will change your life.
Yes.
Now, Joseph Hardison, I'm glad that you said that because we're going to talk about that just a little bit later. Thank you for being here. Technically, T, glad you're here. What's good with you? I know you got several reviews lined up. You got the baby on formula now, and should be about ready to walk. So I hope that you
or what?
Say what?
He's going to review the baby or what?
He could, and he could get about 5 or 10 reviews. We said get your money's worth from one device.
Yeah, the baby comparison. You got to do all the baby stuff.
Hey Travis.
Yeah.
I might need you to do the thank you, Mark St. John. I might need to get you to do the dance when we get super chats tonight. How about that?
Yeah, he danced way better than me.
And me too.
Man.
Especially if there's some music.
All right, hold on. All right. Pull it up. Pull that one up. Was that Mark St. John?
Yes.
Pull that one back up.
Where was it? Oh, right here.
All right, ready? We can all do it. Ready?
All right.
Hit it.
Let's go, baby. All right. Good.
Teamwork makes it great.
All right now.
Hey, Mike Phillips, thanks for coming through.
And Joan, congratulations on the 2K. That is a lot of people. Man, that's a major feat. Way to go.
Yeah,
and he can't quit.
No, I can't quit. And winter is actually my down season, like where I just want to, when I get home, it's almost dark and it's like, oh, time to go to bed. But I know when spring comes, I'm going to spring really into action. I'm very confident in that, as long as I can put out content here and there, not here and there, but moderately, I think I'll be fine. And then I'm starting to get clients beyond YouTube. They're saying my YouTube video is like, oh, well, I need you to make a video for me. And boom. So, that's part of the plan. So, all right, guys, I got a question. Because in this game, there are a lot of gurus, a lot of people giving advice. So one of the things that I want to ask you is this statement, fact or fiction. Fact or fiction. You know what I'm trying to say. Fiction. Have I not had a drink? Sub counts.
Are you sure?
I'm trying to remember.
A mess.
Sub counts don't matter. True or false?
Both.
Yep.
It's both. The answer is both.
Yeah.
So I could spend a long time on this. I'm not going to spend too much. I know you guys have something to say too. Let me try to dig into a couple parts of it, and then I'm going to leave it for the rest of y'all. So there are people with 5,000 subscribers making a full-time living. There are people with 200,000 subscribers that are not. There are people who are getting great brand deals with 10,000 subscribers, and there's people with 100,000 subscribers that are not. But there's also companies that won't touch you unless you have 50, 20, 30, 50.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
But there are people who can sell more products with less than that subscribers because the people that are with them will hang with them and will roll with them.
Yeah.
So it's both true. And then there's some certain like algorithmic things too. But aside from like all of that, it's both. I wish the answer was one or the other. It's both. Yeah. It's both.
Facts. I say in my case, I got the Xfinity mobile sponsorship when I had 430 something subscribers, and they came at me on Twitter out of the blue. So I can say no, as long as you got the quality content, like Travis just said, certain companies gonna rock with you and come at you.
All right, hold it. Shout out to Tech Valor. With us women got to stick together, girl. Thank you.
That woman.
Hit it, Travis.
All right, ready?
Shots fired.
Oh, that's the wrong one. my setup different over here. I got my setup different on this one. But I don't have it through Streamlabs. I have to use my my Roadcaster, so they're in different orders. All right, we can do it though. You ready? Let's go. And there's Buzz. Buzz doing it.
All right, y'all. This is one of my friends from high school. What's up, Elizabeth Shores?
Hey.
No, she's not one of my friends. She's the wife of one of my friends. But you from a husky. Travis, can I get you to say a husky?
A husky?
Yes, because you were skipping over it on your live stream because I knew you weren't sure. But everybody say hi to Elizabeth, please.
Hey, Elizabeth.
Hey, Elizabeth.
Hey. Yeah.
Okay,
man.
so where were we?
Oh, so we're
Sub
talking
counts don't matter. Sub counts don't matter.
Yeah. So
Yes.
what we were saying was I agree with both Tana and Travis. So there's a social proof aspect of having a subscriber count because there are certain brands or certain people, certain PR people that will only look at these numbers. They'll look at views on videos and they'll look at the subscriber numbers to determine your value to their brand. But like Travis said, you know, even when I was at a low subscriber number, I was still making money. So it really comes down to what you're here on the platform for. So, you know, everybody has to kind of, you know, decide which way they want their channel to go and what they're here for. So for some people, it's all about gaining subscribers and creating this huge community, which is amazing. And for others, it's about trying to get paid. And, you know, subscribers can help, but it isn't the end all be all. You know, shout out to Andrew because he'll tell you all about that. So he's making way more money than channels with 5 million, 10 million subscribers.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I think, like I said, it's both, to be completely honest. They do and they don't. And in the sense of they do matter because they're part of your community. They're good people, especially if you're deep in your comment section and you always talk to them and stuff and make sure that you have that rapport and they rock with you. Then that's awesome. You know what I mean? So like I said, it's a little bit of both.
Well, I personally think that sub counts may mean different things during different journeys of your walk. Of course, in the beginning, you know, when you're at 0 subscribers and you get 100, you know, you feel like you've hit the lottery. But as you go along, and even TubeBuddy shows you by stretching out the lengths of time between milestone certificates, you know, it's time to start focusing on different things. And to say sub counts don't matter, I think for smaller creators, they mean everything because how else do they measure or how do we measure our growth? Mm-hmm. You know, we got to have some kind of milestones to know if we're even making progress. So yeah. I think it's to each his own. Now we've got a couple of Mike Phillips.
That's my Mike thought you're doing it big.
Okay. But before you hear
$2. Why is he doing it? He's just throwing $2 here and there.
Right.
I know, Mike, I'm not a stripper, but thank you. So look here. We got to do 2 dances, not for Mike's 3 super chats, but thank you, Mike. We have got to do one for 504 who gave super chat before you got here, Travis. So we got to do 2 again.
All right. We ready?
Ready.
Let's go.
This has got to be the first group super chat dance on Facebook. I mean, on what is this, YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay. What's up, Apple Monster? Thank you. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate you. Go down here, Gadget Goddess. Mike slipped out, but she said he's at the club. Girl, is the club open up on the night? Oh, you talking about Mike Phillips?
Yeah.
Technically, Mike had to slip out. Mike Phillips, I appreciate you.
Got Tech Level Mama in the building.
Oh, there she is. My home girl. Thank you, Tech Loving Mama. Thank you. You coming? You gonna get here soon because you're gonna them videos. You're gonna pump them out in 2020. Okay, good stuff.
Yep.
Hey, Trenton Marshall's in the chat. What's up, man?
Where is he?
TR.
You know what?
YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get that off of there. How? Oh, here it is. All right. So, okay. Y'all excuse my technical difficulties, but you know, can only do one thing at one time. I can't walk and chew gum, so you know. All right. So, Tanner,
Yo.
did you know that beyond helping me with my my channel, you're here for another reason?
Uh-oh.
Damn. No, I didn't break in your house. It wasn't me.
No, it wasn't that. And I had banners set up in the other chat that didn't make. But you said in one of your chats, and I was there, and you introduced me. You know, I was there. You gave me a shout out, like, "Hey, Joan, the audio file herself is here," and da 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 da. And
Right.
you said women have a totally different perspective on audio than men.
Yeah.
Do you care to elaborate on that? Just a
Oh.
little bit.
I don't mind.
Travis, hit the shots fired, but
Right. Boy, if you press that shots fired button, I ain't your friend no more. Anyway, but no, that is a great question because you know I'm an industry producer. So when it comes to making beats, when I first got into the game, I just did it for me and my partners and everything. But that wasn't what the labels wanted. They wanted stuff marketed to women. You know what I'm saying? So I had to study the psychology and the way women move in clubs when they dance to music. So I had to play that music to that certain tune. And that's what I mean by that. Women feel music differently than guys do. You know what I'm saying? Guys, we more aggressive. You know what I'm saying? More serious. Women want to just have fun with the dance and dance with it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean on that end. The mind states are totally different.
And women want to dance. Most guys are like, listen.
Yes. Give me a drink, please.
Leave the club. You know.
Yeah.
You know, we don't want to dance. We want to.
Joan, you asked.
But your answer is genuine. And after this, and I'm going to talk about it right after this. Hey, thank you to the Tech Vengers. I appreciate that super chat.
Yes. Oh man.
That's funny. God, you gotta say women listen better than women. Yeah. True story. Exactly. Just don't own yourself because that's true. That's true. There's so many levels to that.
Right.
There's about 27 levels to that message.
Okay.
Right.
Before hold on. I gotta send somebody. I gotta bring a special consultant in on this one.
Before we go completely off the rails.
Yeah. Before I actually answer that, I'm gonna bring on somebody else because I don't want to answer wrong, and I don't want to do the female thing of answering this question the wrong way because you know I'm all passionate about audio. I will say this because I think it's gonna take my guest a minute to get in here. That is the thing that I wonder because I am not the average female. I wasn't the average girl on the playground. I wasn't the average girl at the court. Oh, you don't want to pick me to be on your team? Okay. I'm going to be on the other team and I'm going to guard you and you will not score. That's just how I am. You know, Tana, you say y'all are aggressive. Some of us are aggressive, but that doesn't make a difference when it comes to how we hear music. But I'm not that woman that's just like, oh, I just want to hear the song playing from my phone. Or I'm just going to use the earbuds that come with my phone. That's all I need. That is not me. It can never be me. But I guess that's why I have an audio YouTube channel and not a makeup channel.
Yeah.
You know? But I guess the question is, are there viewers passing up my channel because of the assumption that because I'm a woman, my views on audio won't suit their needs, or I may not know what I'm talking about? And if the answer is yes, it's okay because that's the way the world works. But I just want to know what you all think, and I want to know what y'all think in the chat as well.
Oh yeah, no, I can take this one first.
I'm sorry,
I am a cup of tea, man. So, you know, like what I was talking about with Joan earlier about the thumbnails and not showing my face no more. And that was proof positive as my click-through rate went up substantially that the way I look is a problem for some people. And they don't, you know, they don't want to take audio advice from me, or because I'm not an audiophile, they don't want to take audio advice from me on products that they should buy, which is totally okay. I still got a, you know, essentially a baseball stadium worth of people that do want to pay attention, so I'm good. So, but that's the thing. We just kind of, you kind of have to accept that you're not everybody's cup of tea. People are gonna not like you for whatever reason, whether it be a female, whether it be the color of your skin, the sound of your voice, the way you're
Man.
whatever, right? Whatever it is, somebody's always gonna have a problem. With me, it's the way I look, because I shave my head, because I wear sunglasses in my videos, whatever it might be. You know, there's always a reason. I don't sweat it. I just keep it moving. So,
Hey, hold that thought, everybody. Hey, people in the chat, share this stream out, because you got the emperor and the king of audio reviews. You got the king of audio music mixing. You got the king of argumentative tech just came in. Like, it's too much power in this chat for just a couple of us to be in here. I mean, come on.
I like that. Argumentative tech. I like
Yes, and with that, everybody welcome Mr. Trenton Tech Rant Marshall, also a contributing factor in the success of my channel. Trenton, what's going on?
Man, y'all gave me too much credit. I just yell at the camera.
Yeah, but you know what? You do it and you don't care, and that takes courage, and you know it's gonna be blowback, and you don't care, and a lot of people can't say that. So
I choose when to care and when not to care.
Trenton cares a lot. I know, I've chatted with him a bit. He cares a lot, but I think he cares about things that most people aren't paying attention to, which I think is kind of interesting.
Yep.
He's a smart dude, like Trenton.
That's what makes the difference, man.
Yeah.
So Trenton.
Yep.
Let me ask you a question. I'm going to actually skip over that second question because we might be on that for a minute if I don't. Which do you prefer? Which do you think is the better strategy when it comes to being a content creator? Quality over quantity, or quantity over quality?
Whichever one you can do without losing your mind. Because it's another one of those questions where it's a two-way street, because for some people, doing mass quantities of stuff works for them. Like, you know, shooting vlogs just on the cell phone, low res stuff, as long as it's, you know, entertaining and people like it. You know, like, I could think of plenty of channels that are just on a cell phone and people like it. Whereas other people, if you're going into, let's say, cinematography or whatever, quality might matter more than quantity, especially when you got like people like Shane Dawson, who makes like 6 videos a year, but they're like movie length and they take time and stuff like that. So it's not a one size fit all.
Yeah.
Okay, but what about for us tech reviewers? What about for us? I mean, you know, I'm just going to be transparent. You know, Roberto Blake, his philosophy is make 100 crappy videos. And I listen to Roberto. First of all, let me say I listen to his podcast when he uploads them. I watch his videos. I think he's got a humongous wealth of knowledge. But that whole make 100 crappy videos, I'm like, man, I don't have time to make 100 crappy videos. I'm old.
I think so. Roberto, I think any of us on here that have talked to Roberto privately know that he's a very intelligent guy. There's a lot of information to take in, but he's actually talking to a very specific group of people when he says stuff like that. And I mean, I know exactly whenever he says this stuff now that I know him better, like now that I've actually chatted with him privately and stuff, and I have a better idea of who Roberto is, I know who he's talking about when he says those things. And when he tweets certain things, I know that it's not to everybody, it's to a certain group of people. And for those group of the people that he's really talking to are the people that are like, okay, I made 3 videos. Where's my 1,000 subscribers? This is no BS. I actually had someone, because I work for vidIQ. Someone emailed in and were upset they didn't have subscribers. They had uploaded their first video 2 hours before they sent the email in.
Oh.
And they were wondering where their subscribers and views were. And that really just says a lot about like the mindset of certain people. They think, oh, I'm uploading and I'll get all the views. And I talked to another dude who just wants to make money by making those robotic videos. And he's like, well, how do I just do that more? I'm like, well, you know.
So you mean to tell me, wait a minute, let me put my glasses back on.
That way you can hear us better.
Yeah. So you mean to tell me this whole time he was subtweeting somebody?
I don't think anyone's specific. I mean, a specific group of people.
I mean, but still, just that's a subtweet when you're sending
in a way.
message,
I don't know,
but you're not naming them.
I think a subtweet is to a specific person. I think he's talking to a group of people, because him and I have had conversations about the type of people that have expectations of things without working for them. He tweets a lot about that. So he's talking to that group of people. So that's why he's saying, do your 100 and get them out of the way. And that's why I did the thing with Mr. Beast today. You'll notice that he tweeted about Mr. Beast and Mr. Beast replied and stuff to what he said today. And it's all part of that same narrative, which I think is the correct narrative, because as I talk to more and more creators, especially some newer ones, their expectations of where they should be quickly is out of whack. Every once in a while, you'll get the freak person who comes out of nowhere and blows up. Like that sometimes happens. It's like winning the lottery. Some people do win the lottery, but that does not mean you go out and tell people to go play the lottery because you're going to win the lottery, because you're probably not, right? Yeah. Like maybe you will, but you're probably not. So you have to expect to put in the grind, and then everything else is a cherry on top.
Well, are y'all going to see him at CES?
Who?
Roberto.
I mean, I saw him at Bit Summit. I don't think he's going to be at CES.
But listen, so when you see him, you let him know that he had this woman in North Carolina doubting her meaning of what is the meaning of life. Like, what am I doing?
Come to Bit Summit, we'll introduce you to him. You know, Roberto's cool.
I'm gonna try. If I can get my cool, I'm gonna get my.
I introduced Roberto. He's cool like that. But yeah, he'll talk to you about it too. It's the reality is this, man. Like, I grew fast my first year, but then in comparison, people have passed me. And you know what I mean? Like, so it's one of those things where every moment on YouTube is just, I'm literally in the middle of DMing someone, and we're trying to figure out what's going on right now with like the algorithm. And it's just constant thing. It's constant. And we never, I think, as any of us sitting here, probably do not realize how successful we are, because we're always in the grind and we're in the moment. But the people that we are interacting with, the people that are watching our content, the people that we are inspiring, to them, we are like doing the best. We're doing it all. We're doing it big. And we just are constantly like, what's the next thing? What's the next thing? What's the next thing? I think I've talked to every single person on this chat and DM at least one time, and we're all like, questioning a little bit of content. I don't know. Did that one do okay? Is there something I can do better? I think every person on this chat I've talked to, and I've had those thoughts myself. So that never goes away. But the fact that we have a group that we can do that with, which a lot of creators don't, that's why they burn out. We're keeping ourselves together. We're keeping it alive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would say, as far as everything, just do the middle. You don't have to be super quality 4K 60, super cameras and all that. No, that's the high end. But don't pull out your phone and just talk into the camera without learning to at least hold a phone, or at least doing some basic editing. I'm for real, because I feel like a lot of people take this quality over quantity thing the wrong way. Because, all right, put yourself in my shoes, right? Let's say I come across your channel, right? You done uploaded 100 videos where it looks like you didn't even try. That basically gives me 100 first impressions of how you're coming at your channel and how you're going to move on YouTube. So I could say, okay, upload 10 crappy videos, then look at those 10 crappy videos. How can I make it a little bit better? Then upload another 10 and then make them better, then upload another 10, so I can at least see some progression. But I just don't want to come to your channel and just see 100 videos of just straight crap, just so you can hit an artificial number of, hey, I uploaded 100 videos.
Man,
I couldn't live with myself if it was 100 videos of straight crap on my channel. I couldn't sleep at night.
Right.
What are you gonna say, Tanner?
Like, I get I get what people are saying about repetitions, but when you say reps and you talk about working out or doing anything else, you know, if I do a bench press, right, and I don't do the bench press correctly 100 times, I'm not going to get any results. I'm going to be sore. I'm going to be messed up or whatever. But at least, you know, if I do a couple wrong but learn how to do them better over time, I'm going to improve.
Yeah. Wait, everybody, let's welcome Zach Talks Tech. He's also agreed to come on with us tonight.
Hey,
I've never streamed before.
In the last hour, you mean?
It's the first time. It's the first time today, Travis. Come on.
Oh, okay. Zach never met a stream he didn't like. That's all right.
That's right. Yeah. No, I heard people talking about Roberto, and my senses went off, and I jumped in. I'm just kidding. I joined. I got home right when you guys were talking about
probably of all the people on this call, Zach has probably spent the most time talking to the Robertos,
and I've spent the most money with him.
There's that as well.
It's what Travis is saying, and yes, I have paid Roberto for services, and I will tell you right now, 110% worth it. Yeah. When you book a half-hour session with Roberto, it turns into like 90 minutes.
Exactly.
It's crazy. If you've ever seen him on Viper streams, dude doesn't shut up. Like, but you got to take that all in. You got to. I have this notebook here. I'm old school like this. This is full of notes from Roberto, and definitely worth it. If there's anybody within our niche in terms of YouTube educators when it comes to like the tech stuff, I would say Roberto and or Nick Nimmin.
Yep.
Yeah, those two guys right there. Like the other guys are like that, like Sean Cannell, all those guys are, and Dusty and all them. Like they're all great and everything. But they do well with other types of content and everything. And for us, it's definitely Roberto. Like because he's a tech guy like that too, right? So
they also like being a part of the community.
Yeah.
On top of being educators, which is something that separates them as well. Like Nick D, they like being a part of the creator community with the same with Roberto. You know, especially when you go to events and he's chilling with all of us, and like Vid Summit, I didn't expect him to keep pulling me to the side and conversating with me like he did. So it's just, you know, and the Nimmin brothers are like, they treat me like family. I'm still shocked by that. So.
Yeah, no, they're Nick and D are awesome. I'm surprised that D doesn't do more. Yeah. I'm surprised Nick and D don't have to combine and do their own thing, like educating type thing. Maybe they might be working on something, but who knows? But no, if you're in the tech niche and you're looking for that kind of help, first of all, start with the free content that's on YouTube from these guys, and then if you need to reach out, tell Roberto I sent you because I get a kickback.
Nice.
So
Roberto, you'll get your money's worth for Roberto. You might pay a little bit up front, but he's going to talk to you.
Mm-hmm. And you got to give Roberto the information up front too. Like he'll ask you in advance, like with this form and everything, like put all your channel information. Like what are you looking to do? What have you done, and like that. And then he'll do the back research and everything like that. And then you'll connect via like Zoom or something like that, which is just like this. And way you go. So going back to what Joan was talking about there about the 100 crappy videos. And thanks for having me on, Joan, by the way. Appreciate it.
Thanks for coming.
It's just like Travis said. I think there's a specific group of people, the ones that don't understand that it's a long game, that he's kind of speaking to. And I was one of those people 2 years ago, and then I kind of smartened up. I really smartened up last year, and then obviously going into this year, right? So, I think there's an unhealthy expectation because we see where a lot of creators are, how quickly they got there, certain ways, and everything like that. So, it's the YouTube algorithm and everything like that, and how it all works, and this whole long game with social media in general has completely changed. Like not only in the last 5 years, but like with the last 3 years, it's crazy. So, I mean, you have to constantly adapt and work with it.
Well, thank you, Tanner. You had something to say a while ago, but there's so many of us here. Did you get to express your thought about, do you think it's better for you to pump out videos for the sake of making sure you're doing 2 to 3 a week or however often you post, or is it better to take more time to edit and put all the razzle dazzle in what you do? What's the best strategy for you?
Well, when I first started, I was doing the quantity over quality at first. and it suffered. You know what I'm saying? So what I did was I just studied my videos, just like Trent said or whatever. Then I cut it down to like 2 or 3 a week, and that's what I've been doing since then, and it's been working.
Okay.
So I say you got to find your happy medium and do what works for you.
Well, speaking of doing what works for you, the next question, and in any order you guys can answer this. At what point, okay, I'm at 2,000 subs and I'm super niched into audio, headphones and Bluetooth audio, even not even wired audio, Bluetooth audio. At what point as you grow, and I've got some new creators in the chat also who probably want to know this question. At what point do you begin to branch out or expand your niche?
I did it immediately because that's the only way it ever worked for me. Having said that, it doesn't always work. And talk to Jeff, who really like he's kind of super niche down to headphones and stuff, but even he has found it. And, you know, he'll be real, I think, transparent about it. I don't think I'm speaking out of school when he's put stuff out that's in his niche and it doesn't go well, or things that are just outside. And you're like, this should still go, and it doesn't. Same's happened to me, even recently, but there is no like guarantee. You like tell them about the AirPods video. Like that one is still weird. Of all the videos,
and that's I was just talking to Travis about that last night. How much it hurt my soul when I put out that video, because I put so much blood, sweat, and tears. I had to edit that video twice because the edit file got corrupted, and I had to start over from scratch. And 30-minute video. I mean, if I put out a 10-12-minute video, I'm in for around 4 to 6 hours of editing. A 30-minute video, it was a long time working on that video. All the product shop testing, everything I went into, all the nuance I went into. That video still hasn't broken 4,000 views, and it makes sense.
I saw that, and that's crazy. And I think so. Sometimes, you know, we say we're not going to really pay a whole lot of attention to the algorithm, or you know, whatever. That there's something up, and it makes me sick to my stomach, because I've got about 4 videos on my channel that they are, you know, inspirational type videos, whatever. And I'm talking drone work, major B-roll. I even spent a day with Kent Bazemore from the Portland Trailblazers. Mm-hmm. That video is in the 800 views. And it's just like YouTube decides, I'm not pushing this for you. This is not what you're here to do, you know.
My most important video was tech related last year. Got less than 1,000 views, and it's my most valuable video to me.
Which one?
I could give to the community. That's my most important video, but it didn't even break 1,000 views.
Which one? Which video?
I believe, if I remember correctly, it was the one where I was talking about adding value, like always bringing value to the viewers.
Yeah.
So, but
that was a really good video.
Yeah,
it was one of my favorite. One of my favorite. Joan, I would say this. And this is exactly what like Roberto and Nick have told me directly. So you and I have similar size channels. Like I'm about to hit 5. I think Trent hit 5. You just hit 2. Congratulations again. This is the way that until you hit 10,000, this is what Roberto's told me for the tech niche, that how you should measure things. If you get 200, so you're 2,000, right? If you get 200 or more views within 24 hours, that's good for your channel.
Yeah.
If you can do double that, 400 or more views within 24 hours, that triggers the algorithm to say, hey, let's put this into suggested. Let's put this into browse. Okay. So take your current sub count, round it up, and then take off a 0. Okay. So 2,000, so 200. Okay. So for me right now, if I get 500 more views within 24 hours, I'm happy. And that's the way it should be. And I don't judge it based on growth on subs or anything like that. It's based on reach and everything like that. So for example, when I did the Pataka later case thing, the in-depth look at them and everything like that, that was a combination of like, that was the hot topic at the time, and putting like, I think I put maybe 3 tags in there. And mostly because it's a hot topic at the time, right? You know, whereas the video I dropped today on the moment lenses, that's going to be like an evergreen thing, right?
Gotcha.
So there's 2 different types of. I wouldn't say there's 2. I would say there's definitely 2. There might be more within our niche. I would say there's evergreen, which is going to make you money over the long run with affiliate and everything like that. And then there's the hot topic, you know, kind of like front page tech, where, like, for example, front page text content is good for 24, 48, 72 hours kind of thing, and then move on to the next thing, right? Because they're doing topic based news, you know, right? And if you ever look at his tags on there, John's tags on his videos, there's like what Travis, like maybe 4 or 5, like, yeah, right. And the videos that I've always had really great success with, so 1,000 views or more, something like that. And, you know, I've always had like 3 or 4 tags, but again, it's been topic based, like what's the hot thing. So for example, this whole tech smart thing, yeah, I could have easily pumped out a video and gotten, you know, whatever, but I'm not into that whole drama thing or like that. And the Pataka later case thing was an actual in-depth, and then I interjected a little piece of my opinion on that. And I'm just going to say right now, I'm really happy that they're my sponsor for CES. But anyway, hashtag sponsored. So that's a good way to kind of measure things for yourself. If you're kind of worried about, like, the algorithm didn't like this, if you get 300 views in 24 hours, that's awesome. Move on. Because between now and 10,000, this is your experimental stage. This is when you can try different things, like Travis was saying. You can try this and try that, and, you know, you might hit something with this or that or whatever, right? So this is the time. So don't get frustrated. And that kind of goes back to what Roberta was saying about doing 100 crappy videos. It's 100 videos to figure out who you are. I'm just now this year, in the last 30 days, finding I found something that's going to work really well for me, and that's doing the in-person interviews and the kind of the vlogging type stuff. So I'm really going to be pumping that out at CES and doing more Zach on the street kind of type of content. And I got a whole bunch of stuff lined up until the end of May. I've got stuff lined up. So,
well, I guess as far as Roberto is concerned, you know, looking back, you know, I get it, but, you know, like, let's say I hit 500 subs and I'm putting a little thing on Twitter, like, woo.
Yep.
And then I scroll and he's like, you think this is supposed to be easy? And you haven't done the work, and sub counts don't matter. So it was just like in my head. So, you know, anyway.
Some of it can be noise, and don't ever take it as a personal attack or anything like that. And then Roberto's definitely tough love.
Yeah.
He's gotten tougher in the last year. He used to be really kind of conservative and, like, you know, laid back kind of thing. And it's only, and I like this. I like the mean Roberto. I prefer it because I just cut through the fat and just tell me what's going on, right?
So what I would do is I would drop, like, let's say if I wanted to branch out and do something else, I would still drop my normal content, and I would drop the additional extra content on the same day. That way you're still getting your views for your regular content. And, you know, if no one likes the video that you put out there, then you just don't suffer for one day. But at the same time, if it picks up and people want more of it, okay, create another playlist on your YouTube homepage and figure out a way to slowly work that in.
Yeah, and if you want to know a little hack, if you can't think of a video to do for the day or coming up or anything like that, as long as you have some sort of activity on your account every 24 hours, YouTube looks at it as an active channel and will continue serving your content out. So, for example, if I didn't publish something today, I would have gone on into my account. I would have made a playlist. Could have been my videos, could have been Travis's videos, could have been Tana's videos, whoever's, right? Jeff's videos. As long as you make a playlist or do something like that, or post to your community tab every single day, they consider that you're an active account and everything like that. So that way you're not going like 24, 48 hours without nothing on your account. So just taking that. Yeah, you're taking down notes. That's awesome, because that's an actual hack. Any sort of activity on your account, so posting like a community post, making a playlist, even putting a video from private to like unlisted or unlisted to public or whatever. Like if you have videos like that, that's considered activity on your account, and YouTube looks at that in favors. In fact, YouTube loves it when you make playlists of similar content. So let's say you did one on some earphones or headphones that you just recently did, okay? And then you add somebody else's video and somebody else's video, you know. And if somebody clicks on that playlist and they watch your video and the next video, the next, you know, you get some credit for those minutes, right? For myself personally, I don't know about everyone else here, but I love playlists because I can click on it and then just do stuff here in the studio and everything like that, and I've got it playing and I can look over and okay, yeah, right. So that's a little hack for everybody. Just make playlists.
Duly noted.
Great point. Great
And
point.
Trenton actually shared that with me, the tip with me before, and I have made a few playlists, but I'm not active in my playlist every day now.
Do this as well. Take if you want. So Nick Niman told me this one. If you look at my page, the first playlist after like the most recent uploads is my top 10 videos. The way you get to that is you go into the YouTube studio, so the new studio. Don't look at the old studio. Click on analytics. On the top, in the bottom left-hand corner, you'll see top videos last 28 days. Make a playlist of your top 10 videos. Okay, and put that on your front page, horizontal or vertical, however you like it, and then put a note in there saying these are my top 10 videos that my subs love. This video this gets refreshed every 28 days. I get so much traction from that because someone goes to my page, they're like, well, what's Zach all about? Oh, here's his top 10 videos. Boom.
Yeah.
I've got a video from a year and a half ago on a crappy product called a Spin Pop, which is like a pop socket ripoff. Who has the #1 video on that? This guy. I don't use that crap. I did a review on it, but it's still one of my most popular videos because of that playlist. So and then make yourself a calendar reminder, and every 28 days, check what your top 10 is, and switch it up. That's a great way. And then you get and then if you, like you said, if headphones or earphones are like your big thing, then make that your next top, your top 10 earbuds videos. And then again, go through your analytics. If you really want to get good at this, and Travis taught me this, get good at reading your analytics and understanding what it's telling you. Don't worry about YouTube comments, especially from your ride or die fans. You've already got those people. Those people already love Joan. Yep. Those people already love your content. You could put crap on a plate and they'll watch it, okay? You want to go after the new people. That's what you want. But you still...
Exactly. I got to tell you, though, my comments have been pretty good. But this dude called me the other day.
No.
Well, he told me, that's what he referred to me as, and told me I didn't turn the headphones on.
Mm-hmm.
But, YouTube held it for
me. Is that the only thing?
Yeah. But
someone would just call me that. I mean, some of the things.
The B word is like, now I'm opening the door for some troll to stalk me now.
Let me give you a piece of advice. I've given people advice for that stuff before, and you can take this however you want. Now, I'm not going to say do this, but here's a thought to think about when it comes to haters, because there's multiple ways you can handle it. Mm-hmm. I handled it completely differently when I started than when I do now. And it's a simple concept. If you take the time to reply to a hater, give them your energy, there's a couple things that happen. Number one, they won. Number two, you're taking away time from someone who supports you and deserves your time. So you're robbing them and giving it to someone who doesn't deserve it. And three, you don't necessarily feel any better about it. So like you didn't win at all on any of it. So I try to think and there's times where they say just the thing that they put in it. So I just delete it. I delete it because I didn't make this platform a place for you to hate on me. Now, if you're critical or you agree with me, that's fine. I leave that. That's fine. I don't care. That's good. Mm-hmm. I encourage conversation. Yep. But if you're here to troll me and call me a bunch of names and be racist and all that stuff, no, you don't get. This is not the platform for that. Yeah. I work hard to get the crowd that are coming to watch my videos, and you don't get to use that platform to hate against me.
And I'm an educator. I'm a teacher. I've been a school administrator, so I treat those people like irate parents. And I had someone say to me the other week, over the Soundcore Liberty 2 Pros, and everybody who's seen the video that I did know I love them. Mm-hmm. And that's my perception of them. And this guy accused me of being a paid shell.
Always.
Yeah.
And I told him, I said, you know what? Thank you for watching.
I am paid by Apple and Samsung. Apparently, I'm everything, bro. Listen, in my comment section, you go through it. Damn, Travis making all that money because he's paid by Samsung and Apple.
Right, y'all are paid to say everything great about. I said, you know what? Thank you for watching, and thank you for taking the time to comment.
Exactly.
Whatever.
Hey, I would do the opposite. Look, keep it real simple. You do one of two things. If it's derogatory in any sense of the means, hide user comments. That way they can comment until they're blue in the face and no one will ever see it. if you delete a comment, they'll find another way to post another one. If you block them, they're crazy. They'll make a whole nother account just to type more stuff in. So just hide user. Otherwise, just don't respond unless it's going to help somebody else.
Well, Trenton, tell that to Technically T. Because
Well, let me
look, I've put plenty of people in their place, and I've said plenty of things to people. But once again, one, it was a waste of time, and two, it was a waste of time.
Okay, and let me add one more thing. And every time I say this, it seems to hit people right in their gut because it really puts a stamp on it. Now, you can do whatever you want on your channel. You can do whatever you want. But I've been told by more than one sponsor that they like my comment section because it's so positive. Wouldn't that be interesting if some sponsor came by, saw you ragging on somebody, and were like, nope, I don't want to give them a couple $1,000 I was going to give them because they raggedy as hell. Yeah. I've had sponsors tell me specifically they like my comment section. And the reason why it looks like that is because sometimes I got to prune. You're not taking money out of my pocket for leaving some little comment. It didn't take you 2 seconds. You leave and not even thinking about it. And then my response, money out of my pocket. I ain't nobody sucker. Are you crazy? Get out of here with that noise.
Travis, you need to make that a sound bite. That was funny.
With that mess.
Hey,
ain't nobody sucker.
Before we go any further, I gotta roll out because I gotta cook dinner with Joan. Congratulations again. Tana, congratulations on the 3K.
That's right.
That's right. That's right. Hey, Travis, before you go, can we do a dance for Tana's 3K? You know it's 2K here, but he'd hit 3K today. Where are my manners?
That's right. Let's give him a couple horns. Let's give him some of these. Let's give him some of these. Let's go.
All right.
Gratitude, everybody. Appreciate it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I got no moves. I dance like a white guy.
Y'all later.
Tech Gala, I'm not sure what that means. People in the chat, hello again. Thank you for sticking with us. You've been so attentive and participatory. I do have another question, but I want to tell y'all a little story first. You don't know what's up, Tana. I would like for you to say hello to the doctor. The doctor is in the building. Hello to the doctor.
Hey, there she is. The good doctor's in the building. Dr. Donna Walter. How are you?
Hey, listen, Dr. Donna Walter, thank you for being in my stream. And we see each other often on a lot of streams, but it's something about the way Tana So Lit greets you that I just love it. So that's why I had to have him do that. So listen, y'all, I know Travis, you said something about having to go, but don't go yet. Don't go yet.
All right.
So y'all know this is not my home. I have to pimp internet when and where I can. Right. So I'm leaving the house. I left the house around 8. I'm a 25-minute drive away from where I live. And I pull out of the driveway and I get a call, and it's DHL trying to deliver these to me.
Oh, there they are.
Oh boy.
Now they're from DHL, so you know they're not the real deal because they would come from UPS.
Right.
Nonetheless, I was supposed to get them the 26th. And they couldn't find my house, so they said, I refused the delivery. So I called them and I went off.
Don't worry, they can't find anyone's house.
I see. And they deliver it late at night. So I was like, this is unacceptable, and I need them today. This was Thursday. Needless to say, I'm just getting them today on Monday. But these are the MGET.
Yeah, no, I actually have those. I got those from them.
Are those the fake? Are those the fake ones?
Yeah. So depending on which one, so I have had 2 pairs from 2 different companies, but they're basically the same thing. I mean, they're basically the same. They're not exactly the same, but they're very basically the same thing. One of them would never stay connected. And then the other pair actually sounded pretty good and stayed connected, but you couldn't get them to unconnect. So it's like, well, damn. You either can't stay connected or you can't get rid of them. I don't know. You like start playing a YouTube video and you hear something in the corner because it's in the case. You got the thing closed. You hit it. Like, what the hell?
That's like a bad relationship. Like you're with that forever now,
bruh.
Bruh.
All of these little fake AirPod companies, it's like something up with all of them. And my career with them is going to be short lived. If these don't work out, and I got another pair coming from another company. If these don't work out, I'm going to be through. And I don't like DHL. I don't like that late night delivery stuff. I need my packages around 3 p.m. So that wasn't fun today. This whole week waiting for those, and if they don't work right, I'm gonna really be mad.
I mean, you got a 50-50 shot.
Man.
Hey, I would, for a fact, I would unbox them and do a whole review while we're live, but I'm not gonna do that.
You don't have your address out there publicly, do you?
What you mean?
I mean, okay, so like a lot of creators will put like their PO box or their shipping address like on their about page.
No.
Okay, good.
Excuse my country accent, my North Carolina accent. No.
That's another thing. That's another thing too that all creators should do if they're doing this as a business. Go into your filters and add your
address,
add your address, your phone number, your real name if you use like a different name, whatever. Yeah.
Yep.
So go to my filters, and those are forbidden.
Yeah, the forbidden words. Put in like your street address, your phone number. That's what I did that a long time ago.
If your address is like 123 Main Street, you would put in 123 Main Street. And you would maybe separate it out here and there.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it might get caught here and there if someone's putting a comment, but of course you could just put that through, but it's better safe than sorry, right? So
okay.
Like you don't really think Viper's name is Viper, do you?
I thought
it's actually Viper. There's actually an extra Y in there. No, not many people know that.
Just 4 Ys.
Just 4. Oh yeah, man, 3,000. Good for you, buddy.
Man, appreciate it, bro.
That's awesome. That's good.
Yeah, congrats, Santa.
That's a good feeling.
Appreciate it, Tech Grant.
Iconic Mods, I don't know because DHL, I just don't know about them. The Chinese companies, they contact me. They say, we send you product, I don't know. I just expect them, when they say delivery by the end of the day, they send you the tracking number. I expect that to be by nightfall.
Yeah.
This time of the year, it could come anytime. Yeah.
That's why I have up the street from my house, or ways from my house actually, is a UPS store. So I have a thing there. That's where all my stuff goes there.
Yeah. That's what I have too. Is I have a UPS. It's technically a PO box, but they can sign everything. It's great. And yes,
that's my address, so that's all right. Find that all you want. B, someone's always there to sign for something. Never have to worry about that.
Right.
Like everything's taken care of.
And you get access to a fax machine.
Yeah, I know. Right?
That's why I love UPS and FedEx, because FedEx got the drop-off spot where you can pick it up somewhere else. So yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, definitely. But I can't wait to see these. These might be my next review. I don't know. I've kind of taken the holidays off.
Yeah.
But I did a video for a client, and it's on my Twitter profile, Twitter feed. If you want to see it, check it out. But it's not YouTube. It's actually like a documentary promo. She's an author. This is actually her house, actually. So I made a big deal. Like, this is what it's gonna cost, and I need to be able to use your internet.
Player.
That's awesome.
That's the best.
She's one of my best friends, actually, and we did a podcast and YouTube channel before. There was 3 of us. So anyway, one more question. Well, another question, since we're still up here talking. Anybody got tips on how you balance work, YouTube, and life? Now, understand how you gentlemen balance work, meaning your real job if you still have one. I think Travis is full-time content creator. But how do you balance your job, YouTube, and your life? And your answers may be different than what Gigi's answer or another woman's answer, depending upon the role that you play in your family, your household.
Ooh, that's a great question. For me, my free time is usually like on Sunday. So Sunday morning to afternoon, I try to do like 2 or 3 videos and leak them out over the next couple of weeks or so like that.
Yep. Now my freedom is different. It was much different when I was doing a corporate job, working 50 or something hours a week, where it took me an hour and a half to and from work. So my time was very squished. So I would usually make Saturday that day where I shoot and edit and all that stuff, so that I can do basically just like what Tana said.
I mean, I used to Honestly, I used to like ride like the razor's edge of responsibility between my own life and YouTube.
Same.
And the thing that I learned the most is you got to just take care of life first. Your job comes first,
Yep.
your home comes first, your car comes first, your kids, if you have them, they
Yep.
come first, responsibilities, all that comes first because, you know, when you first get on YouTube, I mean, you're not making any money. Like you're not going to just drop everything and be like, oh, well, yeah, this is my full-time job now. Like you got to do everything you need to do outside of YouTube first. And then with the time that you got left, if you want to put the time into YouTube, then put it into it. But don't be the person that wakes up, goes to work, works all day long, comes home, goes directly into YouTube, shooting, editing, tips and tricks, doing all this stuff.
Man.
Then you go to sleep and then you wake up and you go right back to work. It feels like you're constantly working. So some people actually need to take a step back and not do the super hustle all the time.
Right.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you don't do that, when on earth would you have time to shoot?
Well, that's the thing is what happens is this. You go to work, you get all of your stuff done in your normal life. That way you don't have anything to stress out about. Then the time that you have left, you use that time to work on your video. If you don't get that video done in that day, that carries over until another day until you finally get the video done and then you upload it. And then over time, as you do this over time, you will find ways to get faster. You'll find ways to get better because you'll have a formula or you'll get better equipment or whatever, because that comes with time and experience.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is that too many people try and rush and they're like, I have to do this in an hour. I have to do this in an hour. And they've never even done a video in 4 hours. Everybody's rush.
Yep.
But nobody wants to take the time to learn what it takes or even figure out what they even need to do before that. So, like I said, if you only got 1 hour, use that hour. If you don't get done, there's tomorrow. Use tomorrow's hour, and then just keep on moving from there.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
Yeah, agreed. I tried early on to pick a day. This is the day I will upload. That doesn't work for me yet.
What you want to do? What
It's
you want to do? This goes back to that whole 100 video thing that Roberto was talking about. So during those 100 videos, you're going to be figuring out like the talking circle said here about your time management and everything like that. So for my one of the best things I finally got ingrained in my head, and I'm still bad at it, is try to space out so quality over quantity. Yes, the algorithm wants you to do 3, I think it's 4+ or something like that now. All right. But unless you have a team or something like that, it's hard to kind of keep that quality or where the expectations are, especially when you started doing higher quality stuff. So for myself personally, I'm aiming for 2 to 3 a week. It seems like 2 right now is the magic thing. Going into 2020, I'm going to go for 3. Okay. But what I do is I'll shoot all my A-roll for multiple videos on one day. And then the next day I'll work on my titles and my thumbnails. I'll just sit there in front of my photo editing program or whatever I'm using. And I use the most basic of basic programs. And then on the third day, I'll shoot B-roll and this and that. Now, if it's a really short video or something like that, then I can usually do it all in one day because I already have it in my head, but I already know the exact steps I'll be doing and everything like that. And one of the best things you can do for yourself as a content creator is to block out all distractions when you're working on these things. If you only have 90 minutes, 2 hours, an hour to do something, to work on your A-roll, to work on this or that, turn off, literally turn off your phone, turn off the Twitter notifications, turn off Facebook, whatever you have to do, block out the windows, because I'm the worst for that. One of my biggest distractions is Twitter notifications. I totally cut down on those now. And I've started using lists. Not many people know about lists, LIST.
Yes.
list on Twitter. So you put all your creator friends into one list and all the YouTube educators into another list. And then when you want to get caught up, you just go and you click on the list and you find out what's been going on. Right?
Well, I want to say thank you for
cool
the tip
system.
about the batch recording, because
Yeah.
I never thought about batch recording all of the A-roll.
Yeah, when it comes to like
And
review
then
stuff,
doing the B-roll.
Yeah.
Right.
When
If
I
you-
think batch recording, I'm thinking I'm gonna do all the A-roll and the B-roll for all of these things in
Yeah.
one day. And it's
yeah.
if you have multiple let's say you have like 3 sets of headphones that you're reviewing, okay, there you go. So over the course of 1.5 hours or 2 hours, just record your A-roll with that. Now have multiple outfits, or I mean, I think you film basically from your waist up, basically, right? Yeah. Okay. So just have multiple shirts off to the side and change your shirts, be in between shoots, like I do. Like I have multiple shirts just hanging right here, multiple hoodies and everything like that. And then just boom, 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 knock it all out. Okay. You got your A-roll done. Take a breath. Don't even edit it that day. Don't even look at it. Just make sure it's recorded where you go. The next day, okay, now you're doing your B-roll. You're doing your close-up shots or anything. You're just having fun. You have music in the background because you're not using the audio. Right? And then the third day or whatever, or later on that day, you work on your thumbnails and you work on your titles. You figure out what's popular out there, and you work on your titles, your thumbnails, and your tags. And then the day you go to upload, let's say it's Wednesday or Thursday, you've got a video. Then you got a video for next Thursday and the Thursday after that. And it's just, yeah, when you start batch stuff, especially when it comes to like reviews, that's easy. Now, when it comes to current topics, like like the smart tech thing or the later case thing, then that's current, and you got to get into that mode of doing it. But I don't think your channel is more around reviews and everything, correct?
yes.
Yeah, so you can really benefit by blocking off certain days and certain times for recording certain things, and if you can stick to that and batch record, Joan, you'll take so much pressure off your shoulders and your head and everything like that. Trust me.
Yeah, it's definitely a good thing to do. I've been doing that for a while, and it works supremely. Now I actually have to run, but congratulations, Joan. Congratulations, Tana.
Appreciate
doing
it,
big. Y'all doing it super big. That's right, baby. So I'll see you guys again real soon. Peace and love. Peace and love.
Thank you,
Later,
Travis.
Travis.
Hey, Travis.
Later.
Later, dude.
So another hack you can do, and this is to make life easier. I wish people would make more videos on work easier instead of work harder or work more efficiently. But
Work smarter. Yeah.
It's smarter,
like-
harder. Yeah.
So what a lot of people worry about with B-roll, usually you record your A-roll and then you record your B-roll. A smart thing to do is to set up another camera, whether it be your phone or something else, and have it recording from a different angle. So you record your A-roll, and then your second camera is recording whatever you're doing with your hands and the product. And so essentially you're recording your A-roll and your B-roll at the same time.
Wait,
And you can
let me stop you right there. At Sharp Tech, we have the A camera, we have the top-down camera, but then the B-roll is something totally different because I still gotta have the product shots.
right, but this is for the sake of time. I mean, B-roll isn't necessary.
Don't tell me that.
I'm just being straight up with you. B-roll is not necessary. If you want to put B-roll in and you want to add stuff in there, that's fine. That's icing on the cake. But B-roll is not necessary for a video. B-roll isn't even necessary for a product review.
Yeah. Painfully Honest Tech proves that. Jason, I think maybe 2 times this year used B-roll.
I don't think I don't think I can. I'm not confident that I can do that. I'm not Jason. I'm not you guys. I'm not. Nobody knows me yet. So I feel like I got to do those little extra things now. I couldn't do a Travis McP video where I'm standing and I'm talking to you for 10 minutes. I know that's not going to work for me right now. I don't know.
But here's where I'll interject with that. This is where you really start to figure stuff out. Make one video where you have B-roll. You do your normal B-roll, you do your normal stuff. Make another video without B-roll. Okay? See if your views drop off, or see if people are upset in the comment section. If you don't lose steam, then either the audience is fine with what you're putting out, or B, you're doing a good enough job on your A roll to where, like I said, the B roll is just icing on the cake. And the people who are coming to your videos for the information, they're still getting the information. Because remember, a lot of people are not coming to tech reviews to see, oh my God, this is such an amazing twirling 360 panorama shot. They're coming for the information.
B-roll serves a purpose when it's used properly. And like I said, for example, technically T doesn't use a lot of B-roll, right? Or doesn't use it at all. Jason Harley uses it. I use it when it's appropriate and like that, but it's not. I mean, but for example, Jonathan Morrison, let's say, for example, his videos are all about the B-roll and those beauty shots. But
facts.
Here's the thing. I'm going to tell you the same thing that John Prosser told me, and he told a lot of people, and he's talked about this on Twitter before, and a lot of people don't get it, and I finally get it. Don't try to be part of the current puzzle, the current tech niche. Excuse the language, but build a new fucking puzzle. Okay. So, what do I mean by that? I recently did some videos where I did the whole Zach on the street, the interviewing people and everything like that. And people seem to really like that, right? Because I think within our tech niche, with enthusiasts and things like that, we all, for example, we all love 3D touch on the iPhone. But nobody outside of the tech niche uses it. That's why Apple got rid of it, because it was expensive and it wasn't intuitive.
Mm-hmm.
Apple listens to the consumers that run the market, not you and I. Okay. So when I got out there in front of people and interviewing and everything like that, it kind of opened up people's eyes, like, okay, this is what everyday tech people, this is the thinking, right? Nobody's upgrading their phone every 6 months. It's like every 2 or 3 years. So by going on and doing the interview stuff, I've kind of hit a stride thing here. And I'm looking forward to expanding on it into 2020 and doing more Zach on the street. I'm hoping to do 4 more times a month, but that's going to be the difference for myself. So I come from a sales and marketing background, so I have no problem going up and talking to people, especially when I'm in Mexico and I have a few drinks. So, I mean, that's kind of where it all started, right? I was literally holding my phone like this. Hey, can I talk to you about your phone? The guys, whatever. Anyway, point is this. Stop trying to duplicate and do the same things that every other tech person is doing. There are elements and there's things, yes, you could do and you should do, but stop trying to be the next Marquez, the next Jonathan Morrison, the next, your average consumer or something like that, right? So that's that. And then again, that goes back to what Roberto's saying about making 100 videos, because that's how you're going to find your stride and figure out what works for you, what you like doing. And heaven forbid, do not make videos that you do not like, because you'll just be miserable doing it.
So I really enjoyed doing the other videos that I was speaking of earlier. Like I was in Florida and I did I took the drone and I just really put a whole lot into them. And I worked so much harder on those than I have any of my regular reviews, any of my review videos. But it was just disappointing that nobody saw it, And again, you don't want to be all about the vanities and the numbers, but it does matter when you put your all into what you do. You do want people to see them. You do want algorithm to push them. So I'm gonna think about it because I gotta find a way to be more efficient.
Yeah, there's let's. I mean, I'm going to quote John Prosser again because he's correct about this. Is no one on this platform is entitled to an audience, and no one's entitled to. I put my blood, sweat, and tears into this, and I deserve it. And I'm not suggesting that's what you're saying, Joe.
It's not. So let me go back and let me finish the statement.
Yeah.
With regards to B-roll isn't necessary.
Mm-hmm.
Neither is the aesthetics. Neither is all of the extra. All of the drone work and all of that stuff. And on where I was going with it is, we all do want views. And you said, okay, well, we'll compare and contrast. Trent said, okay, well, you do one video with B-roll and one without and see which performs better. Mm-hmm. And I think I will feel better if I find a quicker way to get my videos uploaded. And in order to do that, if I take away that third element, and just simply use the A cam and the top down cam, I might feel less inundated when I go into my studio. I might say, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get this video done, and boom.
Yeah.
Versus what I'm currently doing now, like getting a cup of coffee when I get home from work in the evening, just trying to get my energy up, and then I have to shift my energy from work to pressing that record button and becoming Joan from Shark Tech, who I'm not that all the time. So if cutting out the B-roll means I will be able to go and post more often, and I won't feel like I'm a slave to my channel, then I'm willing to try it. That's where I was going with, because we're not entitled. It's not about entitlement, but you do want to feel like that what you're doing is not in vain. And
you're it's going to happen a lot, and it still happens to everybody. It happens to reviewers and channels with 1 million or 6 million or 15 million. Like you're going to make content that you put a lot into, and it's going to flop. And then the one where you barely care about, you're going to be like, how did that get 10,000 views?
Yep.
I guarantee you that's going to happen. It happens to all of us. And that's when you go back and you look at the analytics and you look a little bit at the comments, but you mostly look at the analytics and you go, okay, here's where the video dropped off. Okay, here's where it took off. And that's when YouTube's made it really easy now with the new YouTube Studio for you to read and understand your analytics. It's a lot easier now. So that's when you start looking at that stuff and everything, and you go, okay, I need to do more of this, right?
Right.
You know what I discovered? When I review crappy headphones and crappy earbuds, that's actually, my viewers don't want to see that.
They don't?
They don't want to see it.
Not.
Okay.
I'm talking about the $25 specials. They don't want to see that mess. They want to see, because I get requests now. Will you review the Jabra Elite 75Ts? Will you, so, and then with the sound cores. Yeah, Jeff shared it. Thank you, Jeff. But that's not the first video he shared. And you talk about 400, 500 views in the first 48 hours. That video did it. And it wasn't just because of me or Jeff sharing it. It had a lot to do with that Soundcore Liberty name in the tag, in the description. So I'm like, okay, I got to get my weight up. I got to start finding a way to get more reputable brands, not spending gobs of money. Because I'm going to review these and not the pros, the real pros. But I've got to start acquiring the gear that viewers want to see and know about.
Yeah. I thought about that a lot when I did videos. Like, I was going flagship crazy. What was that, a year and a half ago? So I did nothing but flagships. But I bought my first ZTE phone, and that video boomed out of nowhere. And the only thing I did was film and talk, and that was about it. But when go ahead, Zach. I'm sorry.
No, I was just going to echo what you're saying, because there's a huge audience for people that don't want to pay through the nose for a phone, right? Even then, I'm seeing a drop off for people. I'm getting a lot of requests right now. Like, are you going to review the Pixel 4a? Yeah, I'm going to Pixel.
Yeah,
of course, right? So I think doing a lot of the tier 2 stuff that you're doing, Tana, is brilliant, because nobody's buying. Like I said, nobody's buying a phone every 6 months. Nobody in the right mind is buying a phone every 6 months. You kidding me? My parents still have iPhone 5s and 6s. Right. So, like, you think I could get them onto an iPhone 11? No, they're like, nope, don't want them looking at my face. And I'm like, well, geez, Dad. Like,
Hey, I still have the 8 Plus, so I understand.
There it is.
Hey, I was in the store though Sunday. I was in there, and I sat down at the table with the guy, and I said, "So what's going to change my bill too if I walk out of here with the 11 Pro Max today?" I said, And I thought about it, and I just didn't do it. I couldn't do it because I don't feel that I need it. Like my phone still works fine. I don't see a tremendous difference when I hold an 11 Pro Max in my hand. I don't see a huge difference in screen size, quality. Not enough for me to just jump out there.
I did a video just before Christmas, top 9. I think I called it top 9, but there ended up being 10 things in the video, whatever. Top 9 best accessories, in my opinion, for any model of iPhone. So as long as you had a lightning jack, any model of iPhone, Jesus. That video only has around 800 or so views. But I've made a crap ton of money through affiliate on that because it speaks to everybody that has a lightning jack.
Makes sense.
Yeah. If you can do videos like that speak to, I don't want to say you want to try to hit everybody, because when you try to hit everybody, you hit nobody, kind of thing, right? When you're like, I'm going to be a tech channel. Well, what kind of tech channel? I'm going to do everything tech. We can't do everything tech. Like, that's just not how the YouTube algorithm works. But if you can do like top 10, top 5, top 15 type videos, Joan, do really good across multiple niches, especially for what you're doing with the headphone thing. You know, top 5 reasons why you should get this. Top 5 headphones, top 5 earbuds, top 5, earbuds under $25. Top 5 reasons why you should throw these in the garbage. Stuff like that. Top list videos like that always do really, really well. For myself personally, I love watching videos like that. Right?
Okay. I got you. I want to say something. I want to call T out. Well, not call him out. I want to read it. Comment. Treat T out. I don't want no problems. Joan, I feel you're still in that fresh stage when it comes to YouTube. Indeed. I just made this tweet, but honestly, just make videos and get them out there. And you know what, T, you're right. And I know it seems like I am rushing to get to a certain point. And it's not that I'm rushing to get to a certain point. I just feel like I'm just so late to the game.
No, you're not. You're not. Like I said, you don't want to fit the current puzzle. You want to build a new puzzle that Joan can be part of, that Joan can control.
Facts.
Yeah.
I think I'm older than both of y'all.
I just turned 40. Are you sure?
I'll say this, Joe. How long you been doing YouTube?
7.5 months.
Okay, 7.5 months. That's about how long it takes for a baby to go from 0 to almost walking.
Yep.
So just keep that in perspective with your channel. And I'll say this: are you averaging more views today than you were 6 months ago?
There's no one answer for everybody's struggles and everything like that, Joan. I think the biggest thing is that you take little pieces here and there, and the advice that you feel that applies to you and to your channel, and just kind of apply it, right? There's no one answer. Like, this is how you get to 1 million subs. There's no works for everybody, right? So, take everybody's advice here and there and stuff you're looking for as a grain of salt kind of thing, and work with what's best for you. But the worst thing you want to do is you don't want to get into a place where you're miserable and you're just you're frustrated and this and that. Because I wanted to hit 5,000 before the end of the year, but let's be realistic. I took a break January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, 8-month break, basically, right? Like, I kept active on social, on Twitter, and I decided to get into a fight with Tana and also T. Jeez, man, I pissed off a lot of people this year, and I'm glad that those things are squashed. But I came back with the different mindset and everything like that, because I don't know, the whole hustle culture thing, I think is just kind of unhealthy.
Well, so Zach, I'm going to tell you something, and the other guys might not know this either. At the end of the day, and T, I'll say this to you too. Thank you for your comments. I ask questions when I really want to know the answers, but at the end of the day, Joan is going to do exactly what Joan wants to do. And
there you go.
Nothing more, nothing less. Because I'm in education, I can tell you that I'm a glutton for information. That's how I started YouTube. If you look at my videos, that's from binge watching Peter McKinnon and all that. I can look at things, not that my videos are on that level, but I can look at things and teach myself how to do them. But I want to do them the right way. And I think that you guys have a wealth of knowledge because you have been here longer. You've been at this much longer. And your viewpoints are important to me, but please don't think that I'm going to switch up everything I do.
No. You need to do what's best for you.
Yeah.
Like I typed in and named my channel in September 2016. Okay, but I didn't publish my first video until January 2017. Then January in 2017, I basically was all over the place. I've got lightsaber reviews, and I've got headphones, and I've got spin pops, and I got all sorts of weird stuff all over my channel. Then 2018, last year, I really put my nose down and really niched it down, and I burnt myself out, and I got sick. And I went to the hospital. Fast forward 8 months. That's like it was 4 days before CES last year, like basically this date last year. And then I went into the hospital, and then I came back, and I thought I could do stuff, and I didn't. And so I took a break, kept active with everybody on social. Thankfully, people like Jeff, Viper, Jason, Roberto, my corner, always kind of poking, saying, when are you going to come back or anything, but not getting on my case, and just kind of studying from afar. And then when I decided to come back in August, I was in a healthier place, both mentally and physically. And I took everything I'd learned over the last 2 years, and here you are. And here I am, right? So, I mean, someone said in the comments here, yeah, so you've been in the 7.5 months, been another year and a half, you have 4 times as many subs as I do, so you good. So yeah, right? You and I, we're still in Tana, we're all in that same bracket right now. We're still figuring stuff out.
Yep.
Right. I guarantee you, a year from now, Tana's channel will not be the same way it is, because you can see the progression.
No.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
And that's good. You want to adapt. You don't want to get yourself you don't want to pigeonhole yourself and just be doing the same monotonous. Do you know what I mean? You want to be constantly changing things up and adapting and this and that and everything.
Yeah.
So don't get frustrated, Joe. Don't get it all. And like I said, there's been so much spouted off by me tonight, and by Tana, and by Jeff, and by Travis, by Trent, and everything like that. Just take
Yes, a lot of information.
Yeah, just take what applies to you. Just take what applies to you, and this and that. And if you really want to get down and dirty, book a session with Roberto. But I don't think you're to that point yet. You're still figuring some things out. So.
Yeah, I'm still. You know what? Full disclosure, I will be 45 years old in April.
Well, you look
John, I'm older than you.
Wow,
I'm about to be 46.
Ooh.
What? Tana, you're older than me?
Yeah.
I don't feel so bad anymore now.
All right, so with that being said, it's good. I feel like I found my niche. Finally, we've tried the photography. That's been a jackleg endeavor. We've done the podcast that lasted a few episodes. We've done another YouTube channel with a group of people. We've done an internet radio station. And when I said to my friends and family, I'm going to start a YouTube channel, they looked at me like, here we go. Well, again, but the fact that I'm still going is a blessing for me, because I feel like, okay, this is it. So I think mostly what I mean to convey is like giddy excitement. Like, this is it. Like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Thank you, God, for these talents you've given me. I've been asking you, what do you want me to do with them? And now I feel like I found what I'm supposed to be doing. So I'm just eager. Everybody calm down. I'm calm. Everybody remain calm. I'm not going to let myself get burned out, because this is important to me. Purpose is important to me. And I always want to make sure I want to feel like I'm walking in my purpose. Mm-hmm. So I'm good. We good. Good. Y'all good? I'm good.
Oh. Freaking awesome.
Yep.
Okay, so are there any other things for the good of the group? Anybody else want to discuss anything? Everybody in the chat.
Trenton, how far off are you from hitting 5?
I'm at 4884.
Wow,
right there. Man.
Everybody who's in here tonight, if you are one of my subscribers and you are not subscribed to Trenton Marshall, I need
off the
to
Christmas
and
list.
do that right now. I don't even care if it means you leave this chat and close it and don't come back. You need to subscribe to Trenton Marshall, because Trenton is a trendsetter. He will tell you what he thinks, and he doesn't care who he upsets. But he's not a bad guy, but he's just very confident, and he stands behind his views. Check him out and subscribe. And if you subscribe, he's gonna get back on the live streaming soon, I suspect. So he's
I actually got to run myself. I got TJ running around here, so that's why I've been on mute for a minute.
oh we all getting ready to run. I'm trying to get you up to your 5,000 subs. That's all I was doing. Just trying to tell everybody to subscribe to you.
Now, in terms of your channel, Joan, do you have your Amazon affiliate stuff set up?
I do.
Okay. Do you know where the majority of your traffic for views comes from? Is it the United States?
Yes.
Where's the next traffic source?
The United Kingdom.
Oh, really? Okay. Do you have a UK Amazon associate thing set up?
No. So maybe we can talk. You and I can have a sidebar about that. Maybe
Yep.
tomorrow.
It's the same process you go through. You just have to go to the UK
Mhm.
and just fill out the same form, and then you'll get a separate ID for the UK. So then when you're putting down your links down below, like for me, it's like 60% US, then like 12% Canada, and then the rest is like India and everything like that. So I put links in for US and Canada. That's it. Right.
Thank you. I'm gonna get on that tomorrow.
Yeah, just do that. And so, yeah, what you want to do is you want to look at your top 3 traffic sources every 30 days in terms of countries, and make sure you have your link set up for that. Because I guarantee you, those United Kingdom people are probably clicking the .com, and they might get directed back, and there might be a cookie put in place so that you do get some kickback, but there'll be more kickback if you give them a UK Amazon link to click.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, hold it. Everybody hold your thoughts right quick. If you are one of my people, you hear from me and you're not subscribed to Technically T,
22K.
12 subscribers. We can do that, right? Come on.
I get it. I guess I should subscribe to him. I'm just kidding. I'm subscribed to him.
Hey, Trenton, thank you for coming. I know you say you had to run, but I didn't mean for you to slip out like that. How do
He just disappeared.
He just left. He just left us. Anyway,
he's got the link.
Okay. All right. Okay. So everybody subscribe to Technically T. I need to highlight this. And if y'all give me a second, I need to address this. He said, okay, this is going to sound harsh, but don't say they will tear you down faster than strangers. Now,
I will agree with that.
But my family is not that family. My family didn't tear me down. My family was just skeptical because of all of the other endeavors that I was so gung-ho about before.
Mm-hmm.
And I let them go. I was excited about podcasting. I own my camera that I shoot YouTube, all that stuff that I own. It was because I was going to revamp my photography career.
Mm-hmm.
And so they were justified in saying, okay, we're going to see how this goes. We're going to see if this is going to stick. Okay. So the biggest thing with my family and friends is getting them to understand the magnitude of what being a YouTube creator is, and that it spans far beyond the people around the way and the people that you know on Facebook who you went to high school and college with. You guys are from all over the country, and that is a humongous difference, and it's just a different kind of experience. And so more so than tearing me down, I find that I have to educate my friends, and not have to, but it's about educating them, say, hey, this is what it's like, this is the purpose, and these are the benefits. They just want to make sure I'm just not gonna throw it by the wayside.
It's kind of funny. My mom was she's always been supportive like that. With my dad, he's just like, so are you making money at this now? And I'm like, yeah. How much are you making? I'm making this. Oh, well, so now you want to talk, right?
Makes sense. Yeah, my father when it came to me doing music, when I was paying my dues at Atlantic Records, he was like, man, you ain't taking that serious, are you? Or whatever, this, that, and the third. Then I brought back my first check. He was like, oh, okay. Yeah.
Right. Hey, Buzz, we're gonna be looking for that channel too. Okay. And we're gonna support you as well. So
appreciate that. All praises.
So let me ask you this, Joan. Do you have at least the next month and a half or 2 months mapped out in general, like what you're going to review or upcoming events or anything like that? Do you have things marked on your calendar that are relevant to your niche and everything like that, things that might be happening?
No, I have a group of things in my office on the desk
Mm-hmm.
that I need to get to review.
I have post-it notes.
Mhm.
Like I'm one of these guys. I'm I have post-it notes, plus I have my calendar marked. You know, they're saying the S11 will come out in February. I don't think it's gonna be February. I think it'll be March. And like I have a general idea like when the the OnePlus 8 or whatever it is going to be coming out and everything like that. Or so if you're really niche down with the headphone stuff and everything like that, maybe have it marked on your calendar. When certain things are supposed to be released or when a typical company does stuff that can keep your ear to the ground. As well, if you'd like a really good template to send to brands to get their attention so you can get stuff, let me know. I'll send you the template.
Dope. And that's very important. Yeah, Ace Lucero really helped me out with doing that.
Yeah. Technically, T's got a really good template too, I've heard. I've never seen his, but I've heard he has a really good one.
Nice.
Yeah.
Technically T, how's it go? T, come on now.
He has a really good template that just gets like the attention of everybody. I have one that's a little bit longer. Oh, do you get that monthly email, Joan, that says this is what your channel has grown? Like you got so many subs, so many views. Do you get that email?
No, who sends it?
YouTube does.
I do. But see, I'm on. I go through my analytics so many times a day. You know how some people they're sitting idle and all of a sudden they realize I haven't checked Facebook lately. I'm like that with my stats with those apps. So I don't think I had even noticed that there's a report, but I'm gonna go look because
here's another little hack. So I'm gonna find where to. I can't remember where it is. I know it's in your subscriptions, but you get a monthly email and YouTube tells you, this is how much you grew, this is how many subs, how many views, da 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 da. What you do is you take those stats and you put them in the body of an email, or better yet, put them into a PDF. And that now becomes your sell sheet or your quote unquote media sheet or whatever it is. So when you go email that company, hey, here's my stats from last month or the last two, and you make a different one for every month, you PDF that. Make sure you PDF it. Do not send Word documents.
That'd be your track record. Wow.
What's that?
You remember Zach? You remember in Batman Forever with Jim Carrey.
Mm-hmm.
And you remember when he had gotten all of the city's knowledge to come pouring down in his head? He was that's how I feel right now. Thank you.
I love Jim Carrey. I recently did a podcast with Signary for Creators Club and everything like that, and I revealed a lot in that and everything because the whole thing was about like coming back and everything like that. And one of the things I said towards the end of it is, I can't remember how we got on the topic, and I'm like, more people should look at Jim Carrey as kind of inspiration. And here's why. Hear me out. You might be like, what? Hear me out. Here's a guy that lived in a tent on the back lot of In Living Color. And kids, if you haven't watched In Living Color, look it up. You'll never see anything like it on TV again. Mad TV comes very close. But In Living Color was, man, if I got caught watching that, my dad beat the crap out of me. Anyway, here's a guy that lived in a tent and wrote himself a $1 million check so that when he made $1 million in Hollywood, he could cash it. And 3 years later, Ace Ventura comes out. Kaboom. Right? Now, personally speaking, I love Jim Carrey, not just for the comedy, but some of his more dramatic stuff. Like, have you ever seen The Majestic? The Majestic is a really good Jim Carrey movie.
That dude can act.
Yeah. The Cable Guy sucks. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, Tana.
It does.
Hey.
The number 23 was horrible.
Wait, I like the number 23 though.
Do you really?
I like that one.
Yeah. But anyway, I'm trying to say is that I pull a lot of inspiration from him because I look at a guy that was so determined. He lived in a tent, and he's the only white guy on the show and everything like that. And like literally, he was just the token. They always say the token black guy in a show or something like that. He was the token white guy, right? And everything like that. So, but I always looked at it as comedy. I never, whatever color thing. Who cares? Whatever. We all bleed red, right? So, I always look at that as inspiration because, like I said, living in a tent, and then 3 years later, boom, right? So took his lumps, and here he is, right? So,
hey, Jim Carrey is my favorite actor. We gotta catch Zach. We gotta hang out. I used to impersonate Jim Carrey in college. Like that was entertainment for the team and my sorority when I was online. That was just what I did. So
Nice.
yeah.
Anyway, listen, it's 10 to 9 here. It's not my bedtime or anything, but I do have a Mandalorian episode to go watch with the wife. So
touche.
I gotta. That's cool, Zach. Thank you for everything. Thank you for coming in. Everybody who was able to see this should be thankful too, because you really have just.
I'm just spouting off the same stuff that Roberto has taught me, or I've heard from Nick Nimmin, or things that are proven. I wouldn't dispense anything that I know doesn't work from my own experience or anything like that. So I'm really just kind of echoing the same sort of stuff, the same advice, and everything they have. So I think you got a great channel, Joan. I think you're doing great things. I really like watching your content. I really do. Tana, man, you've come so far this year. It's been great to see. I'm glad that you and I were able to squash everything because it was so stupid, right? It was so stupid,
man.
And I just, we're going into the next decade. Yay, right? So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fun. It's going to be, CES coming up and everything like that. And even if you guys are not going to CES, you can still do commentary on things like that you see, right? And there's going to be plenty of footage. I mean, plenty of things out there. So, do stuff like that, because that's going to be the hot thing. Everybody's going to be typing in CES 2020. That's one of your tags right there. Everybody should be putting in their content right now. CES 2020. If you're doing that kind of stuff, you'll get the hits. I guarantee it.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm going to go watch The Mandalorian. Oh, and you were asking about balancing things. So I'm a full-time content creator. I left my corporate job in March because part of the reasons I got sick was because of stress. So I actually quit my full-time job, and I've been doing this since basically August. So we made some adjustments and everything. I got 2 little ones upstairs. I got my son's turning 8 soon. My daughter just turned 5. Celebrated 10 years of marriage in May. I don't know why she sticks with me, but here we are. So
because you're her smart, brilliant husband, probably.
Can you tell her that? Because I don't think she knows that. Anyway, I appreciate you having me on. I'll catch you guys later. And if I don't talk to you guys before then, Happy New Year on all that jazz. And take care. Cheers.
Okay.
Cheers.
Hey, Tana, I you know what? I got something I want to address right quick, and then we're gonna get ready to sign out because we've been in here.
Been in here. Yeah, almost 2 hours.
2 hours. That's all about.
Yeah.
Okay, so Iconic Mom said, I understand that, but he's talking about me saying, about the family and friends, but unless they are content creators, it will be extremely difficult for them to understand. And what you said is key, Iconic. They don't have to understand. Why do they have to understand? All they have to do is be aware.
Exactly.
Of what you're doing, and it's not for them to understand why. I mean, whatever your day job is, they need to understand why you chose to be a plumber, a doctor, a pharmacist, or whatever it is that you do. One piece of advice I got was they don't need to know all the hows and whys. All they need to know is that the channel's going great, and you're still doing it. End of story. Here's the link if you want to see the videos. Don't even push the videos on them. Because at the end of the day, your views are not going to come from your immediate surroundings. They're going to come from all across everywhere. This isn't Facebook. It's totally different.
Yes. Out of my 3,000 subscribers, not one family member.
Wait a minute.
Nah.
Get out.
And I got a huge family.
You gotta get there.
I'm just saying, it's okay. Everything is not for everybody. That's what everybody got to understand. I put my emotions in my back pocket, and I do this for me, just like I did music for me.
Yeah. Okay. Well, all my friends and family are subscribed. Well, not all my family, not all my friends, but my closest friends are. Savvy Scientist, YouTube Buddy, the app, and Social Blade. Both of the Social Blade apps on my phone. It's like an addiction I have just looking at it.
Social Blade make you feel good. Like, man, around this time I have what? That many? Yeah. That many subscribers on point. Yes, sir.
Oh, Catwoman is still in here. Or when she came back, she must have had to go watch The Mandalorian too, and now she's back.
Yeah, I gotta go watch it myself. That's my show.
I just got Disney Plus.
How you like it so far?
Well, I've only watched one Marvel movie so far because I was caught up in How to Get Away with Murder. And I am so sad and depressed that I'm done with it. And season 6 is out, but I can't see it until March. So
Right.
you guys have got me into this binge watching business, actually.
Oh yeah.
And I went by Viper Stream, and I get there, and I'm like, okay, I'm finally going to catch one of his streams. This is the Mandalorian chat. There will be spoilers. So if you haven't seen it, leave now. I'm like,
Yeah, man. Yeah. But The Mandalorian is the best series I've seen in a long time.
Tech Valor, there you are.
Yeah.
Yes, you have missed a lot. You got
A
to go
lot.
back and see this on the replay because Zach was spitting bars. Do you understand me? No, but and all of my guests tonight have been great. And then there were two. Tana, last time I hit 1,000, I hit 1,000 at the same time with Tech King Mike. And to hit 2,000 yesterday and you to hit 3 today. I think it's just good to celebrate each other, and that's what we do. To
Yeah,
be
exactly.
happy for each other.
Yeah, I'm very happy for you. I'm proud of you. You last time I talked to you, just gained 1,000 or whatever. He's like, man, I got 1,000, this, that, a third. A couple months later, you at 2. That was fast.
It was like, wait a minute. Oh, God, like, so
Yeah,
maybe 2020 is gonna be lit.
no question.
And maybe we all need to try to stack our coins so we can go to Vid Summit like the YouTube snobs do and just do it.
Yeah, makes
Okay.
sense to me.
You got anything else you want to say before we get ready to end this chat? Anybody out there comments, last will and testament, you're gonna cut it.
Now, pretty much now, just like the rest of your streams, this was a very necessary stream to have, filled with information from people who approach YouTube differently, but still put up great numbers. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And I felt you when you said you felt like Jim Carrey in Batman when he played the joke, the Riddler or whatever. Yeah, all that information just coming on in because they was naming stuff. I'm looking like, wait a minute, I ain't think about that, but that makes sense, So
I was over here writing, but at the end of the day, we're all individuals, and we can go at a certain pace, but we're gonna do what feels comfortable for us.
facts.
And as far as the questions, because CJ knows tech, I had actually invited him to tonight. He didn't make it, but I challenge him when they're on the Creator Cafe. They know I'm gonna ask a higher order thinking question, but that's me. I'm a school teacher, and information I think is good, and I do have the ability to ask certain questions that promote thought-provoking answers, or information that's beneficial. So that's what I do for a living. You know what I mean?
Makes total sense to me.
Hey, check this out.
What's up? Oh,
Hey,
super chat, DCJ reviews.
thank you so much. Appreciate you. We don't have the setup to do the dance anymore.
Nah, Travis took it with him.
Took it with him, but we were jamming at the beginning.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Dom. You're one of my favorite supporters, and again, like I told you last time, you keep posting and don't sell yourself short. I like your content a lot. I like your room that you film in. So just keep pushing, keep posting.
I'm gonna subscribe to him.
Yeah, do that. Y'all subscribe to Dom. Michael Pepper Tech Talk is up in here. He is looking to hit 200.
Oh, Pep.
Yeah, look, subscriptions are free. They don't cost people. I to ask people to subscribe to my channel. They act like they guaranteed to sign up for Publishers Clearing. Press the button. I don't care if you don't turn on notifications. I mean, I care, but if I can just get you to subscribe, you might find something that I make one day when you're in,
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So on that note, Tana, thank you so much and congratulations.
I appreciate it. And thank you for having me on, and congratulations as well.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, everybody be blessed. Thanks for coming. Good night. Oh, 7. Wait.
Got it? Yeah.
Wait. I gotta get that in there.
Said he's checking to see if his account is overdrawn. Savage.
Thank you. See, I mean, do we need Tanner? Do we need to call the trustees up to the front to get them? Do we need to do another collect?
Boy, Savage is hilarious.
All right. Thank you, Savage Scientist. I'm see you the next time I stream. I hope. Thanks for all your support. And everybody, peace.